A few weeks ago, I made a post about a fight I was having with my girlfriend. At the time, I didn't listen to the people calling me an ass. Instead, I listened to the guys at work, who said the cause of my fights and coldness with Wendy was that she was probably cheating on me. Wendy's used my computer a couple of times to check her email and saved her login info. I'd never been tempted to use it to look at her email, but last week I decided the guys were probably right and snooped on Wendy's email to see if she was cheating on me. This was a crappy thing of me to do, I know that. I found several long email conversations between Wendy and her friends and family. She complained about me and said she was thinking about cheating but wanted to stay with me until the time came to renew the lease on our apartment, at which point she'd leave. She was afraid I'd do something bad if she just broke up with me. To be honest, I almost shut down the computer then and there to sever with her on the spot. But then I kept reading. Wendy was telling her friends and family that she was legitimately afraid of me, that I was super controlling and she wasn't sure if I was being harmful by constantly buying her expensive things and then acting like she owed me something in return. She said it was charming but a little overwhelming even when we were just dating, but that I changed and drastically escalated when she moved in with me. Wendy, being scared of me? Calling me controlling and maybe harmful? Something about that thought stuck with me when I went to work the next day and listened to how the guys talk about their wives and girlfriends. And I realized something, they don't talk about women like they're people. Every time I've been to a dinner or other event with work, the women everyone brings are either the most inane, shallow Real Housewives I've ever met or look like they want to kill everyone at the table followed by themselves. Then I realized that that was how my dad treated my mom, too. He constantly bought her super expensive things, and she'd make dinner or put on super nice things for intimacy. Yeah, I found my mom's lingerie drawer when I was a teenager. My dad said he was just buying things to be nice, but it was more like a transaction. And the guys at work do the same thing. And I was doing the same thing. I felt sick to my stomach when I realized all of that. I guess it's guilt or just not wanting to be like my dad. And realizing that the guys at work are assholes. I didn't want Wendy to be scared of me, but I guess I never really thought about how she saw what I was doing. And it's made me realize that I've been a frick up and an asshole to women in general, not just Wendy. I don't want one of those vacuous bimbo trophy wives some of the guys at work have, and I don't want to turn someone into that. Even Wendy asked me what's wrong when I started feeling sick every time I've seen her this week. I'm not going to salvage this relationship, I know that. I'm just not sure if I should tell her what I've realized and why. Or I tell her I've realized what an asshole I've been but not tell her why? Or should I just let her leave when the lease comes up for expiration and leave it at that? I hate myself. I really do. But I have to do what's right for Wendy, and maybe look into some kind of counseling if there is such a thing for stuff like this. And I need different, better friends at work. Thank you for the advice and wake-up call. I'm going to work on myself.